He told us to grab a calculator and scratch paper to subtract ourselves from the negatives of the hood. We ended up adding its opposite, gaining economic prosperity and a state-of-the-art education. He told us not to wander around the block because, like a square, our problems would only multiply. I replied that sometimes success feels like the asymptote line of an exponential growth function, that which you can get closer and closer to but never actually reach. See, our fate is the other half of society's hyperbolized dreams. In order to find where they end and I begin, I'd have to find our line of symmetry, using negative b over 2 times the a-holes who thought that we couldn't make it. So give me teachers who aren't complacent, who understand that like reciprocals, our products are one, who back me like a determinix, balance me like an equation, challenge me like a matrix to contemplate where my place is. See, I believe that it's my job to use Ohm's law to prove that human beings have the power to make lights flicker if driven enough. I believe that poetry is the proof of our pain, that if we can contemplate infinity and imaginary numbers, then we can logically believe in the unseen. I believe that finding factors is something like finding metaphors, that dominoes teach addition, pimps tabulate interest, dropouts calculate marginal benefits, and that the standard deviation between schools and communities should be 0. See, there will always be negative and positive, just like before a square root. But if we knock on the doors of those radicals, we might learn a thing or two about how to only let the positive in. I believe that we can use the distance formula to measure the length of the school-to-prison pipeline, and that any teacher not hell-bent on destroying it has his absolute value restrained by bars of cowardice and confusion. But once we break down these barriers, we'll understand that one's influence can never be negative.